Alright guys, welcome to the tour. We're going to take a tour of the digital library, show you some of the cool features and ways to search for books on your level. Before we do, let's make sure we know how to get there. So first of all, come to the Heber Valley website. We're going to go to Mr. Johansson's webpage from there. Go to Teacher Web Pages. Scroll down and find Mr. Johansson. And this is on the student websites on the very top, digital library. Alright, so remember anytime that you come to the library, you need to have your library card number ready. So I'm going to go to my account. Right here, this button at the top will take me to my account. And I'm already logged on, but if I wasn't, it would ask me for my library number and what library I wanted to go to. So make sure you have that library card number. Alright, I'm on my account. So what it shows me at the very beginning is, first of all, here are the books I've checked out. I have 2 books that I've checked out so far. It tells me both books are going to expire in 14 days, so I only have 14 days to read them. If I want to keep reading, all I have to do is click on read in my browser. It'll load and I can keep reading. Keep reading where I left off. If I get tired or if the time is up, I'll just leave it there and close out, come right back to the web page. Okay? Now, we're going to take a look at some ways that you can find good books that you're looking for. So first of all, we're going to take a look at how to search by subject. Let's say that you're interested in some fiction books. You're looking for some fun, just fictional stories. Click on fiction. We're going to look for some. Remember, all the books that we're going to check out are going to need to be Overdrive Read books. That way we can open them and read them. But before we check that, I'm going to show you how to narrow down your searches so that you can find some books that you would like. First of all, let's say that you know a book that you're interested in. Let's say that you actually know the name of the book you want. Let's say that you're interested in the Dork Diaries. You can type in the name there, refine your search, and it should bring up all the Dork Diaries that are available. Unfortunately, it looks like none are available right now. So I'm going to actually go back and try a new search. Let's say that I don't have a specific book in mind. There are different ways that I can find books that might be interesting to me, and then books that are a good fit book that I could read. So I'm going to first look at reading level. If I click on reading level here, it brings up the grades. I'm in 3rd grade, and my reading level's on 3rd grade, so I'm going to click on 3rd grade. That's going to reopen, and up here, applied filters, it's showing that it's looking at only 3rd grade level books. Okay, but let's say maybe I want some even more. Let's say that I'm more interested in even just subjects. I'm looking for fantasy books. So now I have 3rd grade books that are fantasy books, and you can tell for sure these are all fantasies going on right now. Peter Pan, Brothers Grimm. It looks like some interesting titles actually. Let's say that I'm interested in books that other people liked. So the rating right here. I'm looking for books that people rated as 5 stars, maybe 4 stars. I'll go for 4 stars. Narrowing my options more and more, so all these books people rated as 4 stars. They're fantasy books and they're 3rd grade. Let's say that maybe I didn't want 4 stars. In fact, I actually wanted those 5 stars. So if I come up to here and I click this X, it'll get rid of that search option. Maybe I didn't want fantasy books. Maybe I didn't want 3rd grade books. I'll just click on that X and it will get rid of that option. Now I'm just looking again for 3rd grade fantasy books. But before I'm gonna check out a book, I'm gonna make sure that I click on Overdrive Read. That way I'll find books in the format that I can open. Now I've found the format and I've found a type of book I'm interested in. Here's one that's open for me to borrow. Let's say that I want to read a little bit of it before I get too involved in the book. I'm going to click on the sample and it's going to open up a little bit of the book. I could read a couple of pages and see if that book looks like interesting to me, maybe to check to see if it really is on my level. Once I've looked at the sample, maybe I want to know a little bit more about the author before I check out this book. If I hover over the book, and click on more, it's going to give me a lot more information about this book. So it opens up this big book right here. I can read a little bit about the author and the book. I can click more and it will even give me more information. Down here there's a description. It tells me about the title, when it was released, all kinds of information. What's really interesting is maybe I'm find that I'm not so interested in this book, but maybe down here some of these books look interesting to me. Anytime you click on a book, it recommends books that you might like that are similar. I see the Ivy and Bean. I've seen lots of the people reading those, so maybe I want to look at more at that. Can look at the Ivy and Bean. Let's say that I'm interested in this Ivy and Bean book. I want to take a look at it. I can find a sample here, or I can borrow it. Before I borrow, I'm going to make sure that it has in the Overdrive read format. So I'm okay. I can borrow this book. So I'm going to borrow this book. Now that I've borrowed it, it's said that I only have one checkout left. You can only check out up to 5 books at a time. If you try to check out more, it won't let you do it. So make sure that you only check out books that you're interested in. So now I've checked it out, I can click here to go to my bookshelf and I can actually read it. Now I'm at my bookshelf and it shows, the Ivy and Bean that I've just checked out. And I can read in my browser and I can look it up. It's going to expire in 14 days, so I need to make sure that I read it in that time. If I don't, that's okay. I can always check it out again or renew it. If by accident I did check this book out and I meant to check out a different book, I can always click here where it says return title, and that will send it back to the library so I don't use up all of my checkouts. Alright, well that's just some interesting things. Before we leave, once you've read the book, if you're interested in it, you can give it a star rating, and that way others can know how you liked it. That's pretty much wraps it up for today. So with all that new knowledge, happy reading.